Hey guys, it's Alex again here with All Cars Key Programming and All Cars Key Cart and Key Machines. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do a key duplication of a high security key for a Hyundai. Okay, so I've already kind of used this machine for a last tutorial on how to do a key by key code, but I thought it'd be a good idea on kind of like how to start it up if you're doing one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and power this down. And pretty much what I'm going to do, as soon as I get to it, I'm normally going to open the lid, and wipe it down. Okay, just going to wipe down any kind of access that's on there. Doesn't have to be crazy, but, just wipe it down. Just so that way there's probes and obviously a cutter that have contacts to it, and they actually send kind of like a light voltage through to make sure that they contact the key the right way and it measures and all that good stuff that way. So that's the reason why I suggest you wipe them down. I've had a lot of people call me because they break them because they don't wipe them down, or they don't wipe a key down or anything like that. So I always like to make sure that whatever key I'm copying doesn't have any residue in it, especially inside the key blade. If there is, I always recommend you rub that off with a wire brush. That's definitely inside your key tool, your key toolbox. Okay, so make sure there's no grime, any kind of lint, anything like that, grease, anything. You just make sure you wipe it all out of there, because these guys here need to be able to read that stuff, and it won't give it a good read, or you might even break them. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. I'm going to go ahead and power on the machine. As you see here, turn it on. We're going to go ahead and go clockwise until it pops. So as soon as it pops open, we know we're on. Okay. All right. So the machine just went through its check. I'm going to go ahead and just start here. It's super easy icon. It says key duplication. And go there. Okay. And I know that maybe we're going to have a bit of a learning curve, but I'm okay with teaching you all how to use or be able to even access certain keys. So we're going to go for Hyundai, because that's going to select the car maker. Hyundai. Now there it is. Press enter. Then it's going to ask you what kind of key you have. Like, what kind of car is it? I'm going to go ahead and press Sonata. Okay. And I'm going to look for Sonata. There it is. And it gives me all these different generations and so forth. I'm going to go after 14 and LF. It's giving me the high security for I believe it's the HHF or HH5 or HK5, I believe is the key blade on that one that you guys use. So that right there is the high security version, which in turn is one of the high security Sonata keys you guys have. So I'm going to go ahead and put this key right where it's telling me to, because we need to decode the key. So I'm going to be on the jaw M2, okay? And it said side A. So that's the side I'm on, M2, jaw A, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and place the key right where that yellow arrow is there and go from there. All right, so we already set the key in. As you guys see, I just kind of eyeballed it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's pretty close. So I set it in there, got it on the jaw. Now I'm going to go ahead and come back up here, and I'm going to go to key decode, because I need to be able to read the key and find out what the key cuts are. So then it's going to ask me about wear, if the key looks really worn. If it does, obviously, you want to obviously key edge abrasion is going to be obviously minimal. If it obviously looks like it's a high cut, that kind of stuff. I don't really worry about this too much in your guys' field. So I'm just going to go ahead and just go straight confirm, just because it looks like a great key. So now it's going to check the key. It's going to measure, make sure that we obviously measured it correctly. It's checking the key height and the cuts. Once it's done there, it should give me some key cuts here. All right, so those are the key cuts for that, and that's for the key duplication that we're doing. Okay, so now that I already know what the key cut is, I'm going to go ahead and remove the key that I'm reading. Okay, we're going to remove the key we copied, And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the new fresh blade in there. Okay, and again, I'm only doing this a little crazy because I just want to make sure you guys see on every video that we wipe down the jaw. Okay, last thing I need is for you guys to be breaking blades and probes, you know, and getting all, you know, not being able to get the job done, and then you have to calibrate all that stuff. That's not fun. All right, so now I wiped it down. I'm gonna go ahead and I lined it up. I'm gonna go ahead and check back up here. The lineup's the same. It tells me how to do it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just press cut key. So now it's gonna check the key again. I'm gonna cut bring the shield down. And you guys can pretty much walk away from it at this time, and it'll get started. As soon as you see that key cutter go, you know you can walk away. Now, there's been times that I've heard of the key moving because it wasn't tightened down enough, and obviously that would stop, you know, and then you would get a message on the screen saying fail. But always wait until you hear the machine kick on and start cutting before you walk away to answer the phone or whatever you need to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait this one out after the key cut, and then we're gonna flip it over. All right, so just got done with the first side of the key duplication. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna open the lid, zoom out here, open the lid, undo the key, and then turn around, wipe down everything, turn it around, and then replace the key blade in there, okay? All right, so you can see I turned it around, cleaned the jaw, and I already pressed cut key, so it's starting to check the key itself right now. So I'm putting the shield down because it's about to get started on the cut. So remember, we're just finishing up the duplication of the key. Starts cutting, you can walk away. All right, guys, so all done now. So again, you're done with both sides. Wipe it down. Make sure you get that key wiped down well before you insert it back into the flip or the key fob. But that's it. That's your key cut. That's your key duplication there. Hope you guys got good information out of the tutorial. And then after obviously you're done there, you just want to come to the side here and turn it counterclockwise, and at the same time pushing it in counterclockwise, and it's now off. All right, guys. I hope you guys had to learned a little bit from this tutorial. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, please do so in the comment section. All right, thanks. Bye.